More than 11 years in prison. That is the length of time former Theranos CEO Elizabeth Holmes is expected to spend in prison for her role in defrauding investors.
KTVU investigative reporter Evan Cernovsky has been following this trial for more than a year, and he joins us now live from the courthouse in San Jose with more on what unfolded today. Evan?
Yeah, Alex, Elizabeth Holmes was obviously very upset with this sentence. She was surrounded by her friends and her family who were consoling her as she cried after the sentence was handed down. But she was allowed to go free at least until April 27th. That's when a judge ordered her to self-surrender to begin serving that 11-year federal prison sentence. Now, today marks the end of a more than year-long legal saga. Judge Edward Davila sentenced Holmes to 135 months in federal prison. That's 11 1/4 years. She also will have to do 3 years of supervised release. In handing down his sentence, the judge called the case a tragedy, recognizing Holmes was brilliant, but wondered if she lost her moral compass. Prior to the sentence, Holmes herself addressed the court, tearfully pleading with the judge for leniency and compassion, saying she wished she did things differently and that she, quote, realized her dreams too quickly. We spoke to journalist John Carreyrou moments ago. He broke the Theranos fraud for the Wall Street Journal back in 2015 and wrote the definitive book, Bad Blood, on the saga. Here's what he said.
It's a stiff sentence. It's a tough sentence, but I think justice has been served in that this was a brazen fraud in which she defrauded not only investors, but she put patients in harm's way. And as the judge himself said, you know, this is a cautionary tale for Silicon Valley.
Now, if you remember, Holmes was convicted on 4 counts of fraud and conspiracy back in January. The jury found she deceived investors, claiming her technology could do hundreds of tests with a single drop of blood. When her machines didn't work, she began using third-party analyzers on actual patients' blood. Now, back here at the courthouse, we tried to get Elizabeth Holmes' reaction, but she was actually whisked out a back door into a waiting SUV, so we weren't able to actually see her after court. But she will again, has 14 days to file an appeal in this case. And also we know that she's going to be remanded, or not remanded, but she will have to self-surrender on April 27th after she's had her baby. Reporting live at the federal courthouse in San Jose, Evan Cernovsky, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And Evan, there was a lot made about her being pregnant and what that would mean. So this April date, that is because of the pregnancy, and then does the clock start ticking then?
Right, Jana, it's not necessarily because of the pregnancy. I think it works out that way, where she has a self-surrender date because this is a white-collar crime case. And in general, experts tell me in these kinds of cases, they allow the person to stay out of custody while their appeal is pending. But barring that appeal going through, she will have to self-surrender, and that works out well for her because she won't have to have that baby while she's incarcerated. Jana?
Evan, is it clear how much of the 11 years in prison she is actually likely to serve when it's all said and done?
Yeah, Alex, the judge didn't get into that, but typically, as we know, with the federal system and the federal jurisdiction, people serve a large portion of those sentences, typically around 85%, I'm told. So chances are she's going to be doing a lot of time and raising that young child of hers and this second baby to come, likely while she's incarcerated in federal prison.
Okay, Evan Cernovsky, you've been covering this for a long time. We appreciate your coming back and giving us the wrap-up on this sentencing. Thank you.